Hey everyone, it's Amanda Hart here with Hayden Homes. Thank you for joining us today on our From Dreams to Beams series. Today we will be covering a segment called What's True When Building New. And we're going to go over our building process and what to expect when you're building new with Hayden Homes. So thank you all for sending in your questions early. We will be covering those today live. We do have Kristen, our sales manager, here with us today, as well as Gina, our marketing manager. They're going to help us answer your questions today. So we're going to take a few minutes to have some time for some people to hop on. Gina, do you want to go over our prizes that our viewers can win today?
Sure. So today we'll be giving away a $250 Visa gift card, and ways to win: just like us, ask us questions, comment. The more engagement, the more chances to win, and we will be announcing a winner of that gift card at the end of this event right here on our Facebook page.
Perfect. We are so excited to get started, and thank you all again for giving us your questions within the last few days or so. We will be answering those live, so we are really excited to get started. So once again, I'm Amanda Hart with Hayden Homes, and we are doing our From Dreams to Beams series today. The segment that we're going to be covering is What's True when Building New, and we're going to go over our building process and what to expect when you are building with Hayden Homes. So thanks again for your questions. We will be answering those live today. If you have any questions on any of the topics that we're going to be covering, go ahead and drop your questions and your comments in the comment box, and we will be answering those live. And you could get a chance to win some of those fancy prizes that Gina had spoke of earlier. So let's get started.
Awesome.
Great. Amanda, why don't we start out by talking about our Hayden Homes building process?
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, depending on what community that you choose to build in, we do offer specific plans. So when you go into one of our models with our sales consultant, we will be discovering your wants and needs, and depending on those wants and needs, we will guide you to the right plan for you. Once that plan has been chosen by you, we will go out to our released home sites available, and we will choose your home site. You will choose your home site that's going to be best suited for you and that fits that plan that you chose.
Are there a lot of floor plans offered in the communities, or is there just a certain amount offered?
It does range from community to community, but just expect about 5 to 8.
Okay.
Very good. Amanda, what kind of walkthroughs can someone expect during the Hayden Homes building process?
That's a great question. So throughout the entire building process, we will be keeping in touch with you and going through weekly updates. First off, the first building process is once we choose your plan and the home site, then those specs and those plans will go to our project manager. The project manager will send them over to the city, and once we get those back, we'll start building. Your first meeting in person is going to be your pre-construction meeting, and that's where you, whoever's purchasing the home with you, your realtor, sales consultant, project manager, those people are going to be attending that pre-construction meeting. During that meeting, your project manager will have your plan spray painted out on the home site for you, so you can really walk through your front door, go to your kitchen, go to your master, and really see how that plan is going to fit on your home site. This is a great time for you to ask your project manager about the materials used during the construction, also just how the construction process works in general. So between that and jumping ahead to our pre-drywall meeting, in between there, we could be meeting as the sticks and the framing is going to be up on your home, but the first official next meeting is going to be your pre-drywall meeting. During this meeting, your home has been in framing, your electrical and your plumbing is usually already in, so you can go through and actually see what's in the walls of your home. We'll walk through room by room. We will walk through the interior, the exterior, And the same as before, you, your sales consultant, your project manager, will all be present. And if you have a realtor as well, they will be present during this process.
That's awesome. Do we ask for anything at time of contract?
Yes, we do. So we do require a pre-approval letter from your lender, and we also require a deposit. So this deposit is actually going to go towards your down payment, but since we do obviously have a build time if you are designing your own home, this allows you some more time to save for that down payment throughout the building process.
That's great. And I know this is a question that I'm sure you get asked all the time, but in regards to lenders, what should we expect? Is the lender going to be reaching out to the home buyer? Are they going to be reaching out to you as the community manager? What does that look like?
Yeah, that's a great question. So on that pre-approval letter, your loan officer information is going to be on that letter, and we are going to be making sure that we CC them in all the milestones of your build. So they will be updated as you are during those weekly communications, and they'll know what's going on as you are.
Great. So, Amanda, I know one thing that we get asked a lot about is inspections. And what does that look like? Maybe share with our viewers what does Hayden Homes offer, and then also what's available to the home buyer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a very comprehensive 300 point checklist of our inspections, and so throughout the entire build we are doing these inspections, making sure we're meeting codes and all of that. So it does give you that peace of mind that your build is going to be quality and durable by the time we go to completion. You are also more than welcome to have your own inspection at your cost prior to our new home orientation.
Oh, great. So that leads us to our next question. I have somebody who asked, what is a new home orientation?
Oh, yes, that was a great question. So our new home orientation is a time for, again, you, whoever is purchasing the home with you, your sales representative, your realtor if you have one, and your customer service representative, our customer service representative from our warranty team, is going to be walking the home with you to show you kind of the ins and outs of your home, go over any manufacturer warranties, and go over our comprehensive 1-year warranty that we offer so that you know what's covered and what's not. And it'll also give you a chance to ask any questions about maintenance of your home. We'll give you tips and tricks on how to really maintain the life of your investment.
When does that take place in this process, the new home orientation?
The new home orientation will take place approximately 3 to 5 days prior to your closing date.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after that?
After the new home orientation, so closing takes place, which is really exciting, right? So we want to make this day very special for you. We know that it has kind of built up. You've been building and you're excited, so we're excited to hand over those keys. So we're going to schedule a time to deliver those keys to you for your new beautiful home.
Awesome. Amanda, thank you for breaking that down easily for us. That was very informative. Now, this next question I am really excited about, so let's get to the good stuff.
Get to it.
At what point would you say someone's able to choose and select their colors for their new home?
I love this question. So this is really the fun part, right? So Gina, why don't we go to the design section?
Let's.
Okay.
Let's do a little view first. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Toby.
Hey guys, to all our viewers, thanks again for tuning in. So the question was, at what point do we get to choose our colors? So at the time of contract, we schedule a follow-up appointment for your color selection, and this is going to take place roughly within the 14 days after your contract has been ratified. So we will go ahead and come to a model where all of our models have a design center. At the design center, you will get to choose from our inclusive features based upon whichever community that you are choosing to build in. We will help you go through what our standard features are and what your options are as well. So take a look.
Oh, wow. It's so nice that it's set up, easy to use, not overwhelming. with selections, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what if I'm not really good at choosing colors? What do I do?
Yeah, so I mean, this can be kind of overwhelming for some people. We have worked with an interior designer to put together some materials that the color palettes will look really nice with, right? So we have a couple to choose from, whether you like a rustic home or more of those gray tones. We can certainly help you out in choosing that to make it very fun and easy for you.
Wonderful. And David Woolley, great question. I'm actually going to kick this one right over to Kristen, but how do you handle landscaping for homes in the Tri-Cities that are going to be completed in the January-February timeframe?
David, typically we build right through the winter, so we don't get a ton of weather here. When we do get weather here in the Tri-Cities region, or actually across the country, or company, excuse me, because that's where we're broadcasting this, we do what's called a holdback. So we'll get the house done as much as we can, and then the lender will hold some of the money until we're able to get that landscaping in the spring. So in the event that they stop cutting sod or we're not able to dig into the frozen ground, we got you covered.
Great, thank you.
Great question. Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah. So Amanda, how long does it take from writing your purchase agreement to receiving your keys for your new Hayden home?
Yeah, so roughly about 100 to 140 days. And we take weather into consideration in that. Municipalities and depending on where you are building, all of those are being considered when we are giving your time frame.
Oh, great question, Mr. Gonzalez. He had asked earlier, does the square footage of your house play a role in the build of your house? So does 1,300 square feet build time change if you're doing 1,300 versus 3,100?
That is a great question. So the answer is no. Our build times are between 100 and 140 days, and we are taking all of those into consideration. Awesome.
And then along that, Amanda, there was a question about communication. So what does that look like during this construction process?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely up to the customer on how they want to be contacted. So it could be email, it could be phone call, it could be text, it could be carrier pigeon, horseback, like whatever you want. But it's really up to the customer. So we want to make it comfortable for you and what's most convenient. And
Great.
that will be weekly, though. Yes.
Great. Go ahead.
Nope, you go.
We're just excited to ask you
We're so
questions.
excited.
At what point should I be getting a pre-approval?
Yes, the pre-approval letter is very important because we can't write your contract without that. So we do need that at the time we sign your contract, but it is best practice to speak with a few lenders before you get into the building process. Choose your lender wisely and then have that pre-approval in advance so that you have that price range on what to expect prior to coming in to signing your contract.
When I purchase a home, am I able to go into that home during the build at any point? I know for me, hate bothering people. So am I able to go check it out on the weekends, during the week, on my own time, or do I need to call somebody?
Well, first off, our customers are never a bother. We are here for you from start to finish. So feel free to reach out to us if you are itching to get into your home in between those in-person meetings that we talked about earlier. It is very important, however, to make sure that you have a Hayden Home representative with you at these walkthroughs. So if you see foundation going in, if you see your framing going up and you want to take a peek, we really ask, just for your safety and for the liability of Hayden Homes, we need a Hayden Home representative with you at all times during those meetings. We will provide you with a hard hat and you get to look at your home during that process.
Great.
That's wonderful. Amanda, why don't we tell our viewers why they should choose Hayden Homes? What makes Hayden Homes different than any of the other builders in our market?
That's a great question. So we really pride ourselves on the quality and integrity of our builds. Going back to those inspections that we talked about, we really want to give you peace of mind that we are building a quality home for you at a very affordable price. I think that our customer service, our quality customer service from start to finish, and even after you close your home with our warranty that we provide, is exceptional and really kind of stands apart from the rest. It's what kind of makes us different and special.
That's awesome. What if, during this time, I don't feel comfortable going into a model home, I have all these questions, or I'm still just kind of on the fence. Is there a resource I could use to maybe price out my house on my own time?
Yes, our website is awesome. If you haven't gone to it, please visit www.hayden-homes.com. You can either go through, if you're not sure what community you want to go in, you can go to our home plans, see what plans that we have to offer, or you can pick a specific community and choose the plans in which that community offers. You can go to the Design Your Home button, and it'll actually show you what structural features that particular plan has to offer and some of the cosmetic options that you have, so you can have a rough estimate of what to expect price-wise when you come into your contract appointment.
That's great. And Pamela Howard, thank you for your question. And then again, I'm going to kick this back over to Kristen. How much is the deposit required?
Sure. And actually, it's pretty much universal for our company, but depends on the neighborhood as well. We do, depending on the size of the square footage, take either 1 or 2% of the purchase price for a deposit. Depending on how many features you're adding to the home, that may increase your deposit as well. So we really would just need to narrow down exactly what it is that you're looking at, and we can get that answer over to you.
That is a great question.
Yeah. I was going to give it one more minute because I feel like some of the questions were coming in.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for viewing again.
Awesome.
What do we got? Gina, any other questions that we should answer before we...
No, we had so many come through the last week or so that we were just answering. So if you guys have any more, feel free to ask. Again, there's a $250 Visa gift card going to be given to anyone who asks a few more questions. So
yeah, thank you guys all for your questions and for engaging. We look forward to giving that prize away, so stay tuned on who the winner is of that lovely prize. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure that you are checking out this Facebook page here for any updates of any upcoming segments and details on events. So again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
thank you.